Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, everybody. So, welcome to my episode 26 of the Life Journey series. So, I'm really excited about this because I have now interviewed a lot of people through this, and is as you could hear, it's episode 26, and I have a guest all the way from Nairobi. So, it's really it's interesting. People are coming across the globe, to share their journey about how this opportunity has impacted their life so far. So I hope you guys, if you're catching us live, you could join us and say hello and tell us where you're coming in from. And hope you guys would be inspired by my guest today. And if we haven't met before, my name is Jessa. I'm a healthcare assistant. I also run my own digital business and I help people to set up their own as well. And yeah, so let's welcome my guest, Diana. Hello, Diana. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Jess. I'm so excited to be here. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm glad you could make it today.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
so please,
so
Diana,
glad.
introduce yourself to our
Yes.
viewers and let us know what do you do before you started this online business.
Well, my name is Diana Muhairwe. I am from East Africa in Uganda, but we use the Nairobi time. That's our GMT time. I am a teacher by profession. Yes, and I also do run brick and mortar kids apparel business, which was knocked down by the pandemic. So it's kind of struggling. It's during that time when we were locked down that, yeah, I had to think and now got onto online. I still do online teaching. I left physical classroom teaching long time. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's just a
Okay,
little bit what I
that
do.
sounds amazing. Yeah, because of the lockdown, most teacher is doing it on Zoom and online, so it's kind of really helpful to have
Yeah,
technology we have, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
anyway, I'm just gonna interrupt you a bit. Could you put your volume a little higher?
Okay. Let me share that.
Yeah. Can you say something so I could hear if it's okay now?
Okay. Is it better?
Yeah, I think it's more better. Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah. So what got into you, or what makes you decide to join this opportunity or started this business?
Well. I told you that I am a teacher here
Mm-hmm.
back in Africa. Uh, well, the teaching salaries are really so bad. And we are in the city, and I need to, I am so attached to my kids so much. I really love
Mm-hmm.
to spend more time with my children. So back in 2015, I resigned from my teaching job where I was. I was so tired of spending endless hours at work. I would go very early in the morning, come back in the night, find my baby so asleep, and it was making me sick. So I decided to resign, sit at home, and take care of her. So while I was there, my mind started thinking I can't stay here without earning an income. My husband's salary was not enough. And so I start a kids apparel business.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly it picks up. And I think I'm like, no, this is still not enough. Let me not still sit on my skill and
Mm-hmm.
try and supplement learners who need like private coaching. So I do private coaching over the weekends and run the kids apparel business, the physical shop during the weekdays. So yeah, we get into 2020. I remember I just shipped in goods from China, and a week into the lockdown, you know, hits. I cannot supply first it was, we first locked borders here. My customers were from East Africa countries. So the borders were locked. I couldn't sell to anyone.
Yeah, must
And then I was
be.
also, yeah, and then I was also expecting, interesting journey. I was expecting, and I'm like, oh God, how am I going to run this shop when I'm expecting? I always want to breastfeed my babies at least 2 years. Interesting situation. I we are locked down, and of course, long story short, the goods got destroyed because we were locked down for over 5 months. I couldn't access the shop.
Mhm.
The goods were in there, and by the time we were opened up, you know, they were spoiled. I had made quite a number of losses. But during that lockdown, I'm like, oh God, I saw many businesses running online. I had opened up a Facebook page for my business, and I had very
Mhm.
many orders during that time because people were not willing to move. I used to, get a few things here and there and supply those I could. And I had orders online. Type in Google online. Just say you are okay, you're back. So it's during that time that I would, while I was at home in the lockdown, expecting, thinking about how I'm going to go back to a business whose capital has been interrupted because I also had loans to supplement my capital. So I was thinking, so every night and day I would be on my phone typing in Google business opportunities to work from home. How can I earn better online? And that's how I came across this opportunity. I was so stressed up during that time that I really thought I needed to get away from something that could be, destroyed or stopped by the lockdown, the physical, challenges. I really
Mhm.
needed something that was sure a pandemic war what could not disturb. And that's I'm glad I landed on this opportunity. Long story, but yeah, I think we needed the details.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah. It's kind of, exciting how you figure out you came across to this opportunity, and then you already had a business running, but because of the lockdown, it's not the same as you have an online business because this is still working even if it's in lockdown. So it's really is,
Mm. Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
great. So
yeah.
yeah, so tell us if you have difficulties or challenges when you start this business.
The only like I've told you, the only I think challenge that I had because I was coming from, you know, kind of a business whose capital had gone down, and I
Mm.
had invested all my funds in there. I wasn't saving.
Are you there?
I was,
Yeah, it's kind of the network is on and off.
oh yes, I can see myself now. Yeah, so the only challenge I had was raising the startup capital to
Mm.
invest in the business, but I haven't had any challenges at all other than once I took my time and got the startup capital, I was ready to go. I wasn't tech savvy at all. I used to fear so much technology. I was like, how will I handle an online business? I said, the system is so simple. I mean, even as long as you're able to read and write, anyone can do it. So I haven't had any difficulties other than. Unlike
Okay.
any
Yeah.
business, yes, you need the
Mm.
startup capital. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right. And being not a tech savvy isn't really is a reason for you to start a business because our system will provide you that, and this is amazing. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yes,
So
yes,
yeah, so the next
yes.
one is share some of the top three things you love about this opportunity.
Well, as you can see, I am from Africa, deep, deep, deep there in Uganda. Jessa is from Oslo, and maybe there are some places that are very where the internet is okay, the technology is okay. There are services that are very fine, but guess what? From Africa, Uganda, deep, I am doing this business. Huh? So one thing I really love about this business is that you can do it from anywhere,
Yeah, absolutely.
anywhere. Just as you saw me before, I was driving and we were talking, you know, anywhere, whether you're at home, whether you're on the road, whether anywhere, anytime, in the kitchen, anywhere. I love its flexibility. You can go on vacation and do your business. You can, be at a friend, I love its flexibility. The other thing I love is the unlimited market. The internet, the social media gives us enough market. I mean, it's if you have gone to if you are investing in business, you want to put your business probably in the biggest mall where you are sure of unlimited customers because they are endless sales. So there is unlimited market provided by the different social media platforms. Anyway, if I go on Facebook, I'll get my customers. YouTube, Google, Snapchat, all those Instagram, LinkedIn. I mean, there are customers everywhere. So it is an unlimited opportunity. The third thing I love about this business is the self development. Now, I told you I am a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I so much love knowledge. I am comparing the 7 months I have been in this business and the 4 years I did my brick and mortar business. I look at the self development, what has happened within me, and it's as if I have been doing, I've been in school or enrolled for I don't know, maybe a master's or what other course, because the self development in me has been so amazing. So
That's
the self
wonderful.
development in this, I love it so much. It does not only cater for you, to maybe help other people make other businesses, but this our system is interested that in you, having a different attitude, being grateful, learning. A
Yeah.
lot is in here, guys. I cannot explain. So you asked me for three things. Let me not go beyond three.
Yeah, absolutely. That was wonderful. I love also the flexibility, and I love to mention that the unlimited market. I love that the way you say that because it's absolutely that you could access to it's right in your fingertips because you have access to the world because you have the internet and you have this all different kinds of platform. If you are on social media, so you could access through it, right? So yeah,
Hmm.
it's amazing. And self development. Yeah, talking about self development, we're gonna have that. I'm gonna actually gonna start a new season about this, talking about our self development and how we have grown or grown up ourselves, and just how we have changed through this business. So it's really is exciting. So I'm glad you mentioned that. Yeah. So the fifth one I'm gonna ask is, what's the biggest impact so far this business bring into your life?
Well, like I told you, for me, the biggest impact so far has been the self development. When my training, the very first thing on the training was a book called The Magic. And as you've been following on, you've had a bit of the background. So I joined the business when I was stressed. I was pregnant. My business had been battered. I was at home. We were locked down. So I was stressed. I mean, there was literally around me nothing much to be grateful for. But when we got the very first recommendation in introduction was read the book called The Magic. I'm like, I'm here to make money. You're telling me read books? I said, anyways, let me read the book. So I get on the book. Oh my goodness. Within the week, I looked at how very how God had been so gracious to me. I looked at life in a different way, and my life became better. I can tell you that at some point I think I was beginning not to be grateful. I was beginning to hate myself and what I was going through. But because of this business, goodness, I had a very good attitude about myself. So I can say that my biggest impact is that I feel so good about my choice,
Thank you
and
so
I am
much.
so grateful of who God has called me to be, and this opportunity. Yeah, let me share like two more. The other impact is that now I am so clear about my goals, so clear about my vision, and I value time more than before. Then I take decisions. Uh, this business has taught me, how to take decisions, not to, when you are there and you are dilly dallying and you're like, will this work out? Will this not work out? Should I do this? Should I invest here? This, procrastination, and you see an opportunity and you're like, okay, this I'm not willing to risk. Oh my goodness, I have learned to take decisions. And if I see an opportunity that will work, I will go for it because I will never know that it works if I don't try it out.
Yeah,
That's from me.
absolutely. That really is
Yeah.
wonderful how this opportunity have changed, change your mindset and how you see yourself right now. You're more than happier, and as you mentioned, you were stressing, and right now you are doing amazing. And yeah, I love seeing you how how happy you are because of this business. It's not for you guys who are watching this. You don't need to start a business just because of money. You have to have
Yes,
a
yes,
business that
yes.
would make you feel the business that would, what you call it, I'm kind of cut, but there's a word in it, how it will help you grow yourself, not just because of money. Yeah, you can
Mhm.
make money from somewhere else, but in this business you have to have self development. You have to, if you want to have a legacy to bring into your family, and not just that,
Mm.
this business has everything it's provide, and not just money. It's also for yourself, right? And how you see things. If you are so negative before, like me, I was so negative before, and
Mm.
seeing things not clearly, but through this you will see clearly how you are, how you are living yourself. It will open up your goals, perhaps your dreams before that weren't working, but through this you will figure it out, just like Diana says. So I'm glad you mentioned that, Diana. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, so my last question for you is to share some
You're
things.
welcome.
What would you tell others who are interested to explore this opportunity?
Well, if you are interested in exploring this opportunity, one thing, like I've already shared, I'll tell you, go ahead and explore it. I already said that you can never know if something works unless you try it. You will never know if something does not work unless you try it. So that is number one. It is clear, it doesn't have any, I cannot sugarcoat it in any way. That's it. If you want to try this opportunity, try it. See if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, good enough. We have the most transparent community I have met And trust me, I have actually tried other businesses online just but you know, we have the most transparent system and legitimate system I have met. So it's a matter of, check it out. If it doesn't work for you, leave it. You know, at the end of the day, it is your life that is going to be changed. And just say the other thing. I think the other challenge that I had was, once I got into this, I wasn't so much of a social media person. And so I was like, oh my God, now I have to be on Facebook. I have to put my life out there. I have to go on social media. And I'm like, oh my goodness. But I thought about it. Okay. One, it has worried about how my friends were going to look at me. And I'm like, well, when I have no supper, are these friends, are they even aware? Will they do anything? When my kids are missing out on me, those people I'm worried about, are they helping out? When I'm struggling, those very people I was worried about, are they anywhere, to help out? So I was like, Diana, style up. The very people you are worried about actually don't even care. So it's
Yeah.
as blunt as that friend, try it out, don't fear, the internet online is the way to go. Everything. You've heard from my story. Now I had to close my physical shop. It's actually now running, this my plan B into, as I get my plan B into my plan A, and I can tell you, I am getting there. Just watch that space. So, just
Yes.
in case you are skeptical, I am here to assure you that this business works.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. This opportunity has worked not just you actually. So I have already interviewed different peoples or different backgrounds from across the globe. So it is amazing as you guys watching us, and we have Elba here. Thank you, Elba, for joining. Yeah, this business is really the best. Yes, absolutely. And Pretty, she's here also. Nice ladies. Thank you for joining with us. Pretty. And yeah, so you guys, if you're watching this, if yours really is skeptical, we are all skeptical, and that's okay. But the decision is yours to make, guys. You just check it out because we can't decide it for you. So you can connect with them, Diana, if you are all the way there watching us in Kenya. Was it in Kenya? Connect with Diana. Check her
In
out.
Uganda,
You can, yes, in Uganda. She's there doing this
yes, Kenya,
business. Connect with her.
Uganda, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, as if you have more questions, just connect with her, connect with me if ever you have some questions. And thank you all for watching. And by the way, this will be my last episode for now for this journey, because I'm gonna take a break for this journey, but I will be continuing with other self development show. So I look forward to that because we'll be having two guests at the same time. So yeah, so I appreciate you, Diana, for being here, and I really, love hearing
I'm looking forward to
journey.
that.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you everybody, and I really appreciate you guys for joining on my journey through this, hearing wonderful stories of my fellow business owners. It's really is inspiring how they grow themselves and how this opportunity has changed their life. I hope you guys are also inspired and take action towards what you were trying to achieve and what you desire for. So yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye, Diana. Thank you so much. I think Diana is. Are you there still, Diana?
Bye, Jesse. Thank you for hosting me. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Yeah, God bless everybody.